I used to say that I didn't want love. I even remember exactly the moment that I started saying that to everyone around me. It was right after another relationship ended. It was about 2+ years ago. I remember I was talking to this friend and she was in this long relationship, years with the same person, and they were living together and they felt like those couples that felt really like solid, in love, respectful of each other. And I remember after this last relationship thinking, that's it. I'm done. I don't want love anymore. I don't want to even try it. I'm tired. I'm tired of trying it over and over and over again. It never works. Maybe I'm just not made for that. Maybe that's not for me. And at that point, most of my friends were in relationships, in this really long term, loving, at least from the outside. They were getting all these milestones, living together, traveling together, having kids and all those things. And even though I never wanted kids, I still don't want kids. That was never my dream. But the rest of the stuff, I was like, yes, I kind of wanted that too. But at some point, I started convincing myself that I didn't want that I didn't want love, that I was okay on my own, that I was good, that I didn't need it, that I didn't desire it, that I was tired. I was tired of trying. I rather just focus on my stuff and not really looking for relationships. And I played cool for a good year. And at some point I started kind of dating again, but not really putting an effort into dating. And of course, what I got was the same stuff. Just people who couldn't commit. People who didn't really want to build anything with me. And the last short relationship, short romance, let's say, that I had, it was, now it's gonna be a year ago. And that one, honestly, that one kind of changed my view of things. Because up until that point, I was still in this, no, I don't want love. No, I'm good. I'm chill. I don't want a man in my life bothering me and all that. And I'm sure if you're there, I'm sure at some point of your life you said that, or maybe you're saying that to yourself right now. And then I met this guy and we dated. It was really brief, but the kind of love that he showed me in that short period, it was something that I wasn't used to, because I was coming from all these dynamics of push and pull, of I couldn't be really loving, I couldn't be really caring, because the other person would just run away. So I had to walk on eggshells all the time. And then this guy came, and in 1-2 months, it opened myself to a love that I was like, okay, this is new. What's happening? I can be caring with someone and the other person won't run away. I can be with someone who's actually attentive, affectionate, loving. Wow. And I remember after that, it ended because, basically geographical differences and also unwillingness to make it happen, because let's be real. That thing all over the internet, if he would, I don't remember how was it. If he wanted to do it, he would, something like that. That's real. So let's leave that aside. But after that, you know what I started saying out loud? You know what? I really want a relationship. And I remember having this conversation with two friends who I met pretty much recently, some of my recent friends. I think I met them 2 years ago. And for the whole time that I've known them, I never, ever mentioned the word love. Ever. So imagine their surprise when, I think it was July last year, we were having coffee together, and I just threw this, you know what? I think I want a relationship. I want love. They were shocked. They were so surprised. They were like, wow, we never hear you say that. Never, ever. And I realized that I had been denying myself of that desire. And here's the thing. You know what? You know why? Because it felt safer to say that I didn't want love and to not pursue it and to justify the not having it because I didn't want it than to say that I wanted love and not being able to find it or to keep it, which is even worse. I was so afraid of saying that out loud and then failing again. But at some point after that short romance, I realized, you know what? I do want love. I love love. I love seeing people watching couples in love. I love being there with someone and having someone there for me. I love being affectionate, passionate. I just love love. And I had made this amazing life for myself. I had created this amazing, fulfilling life for myself. And it would be lovely to have someone to share it with. And I realized I was coming to that desire of love from a complete different side, angle, and perspective than ever before. Because before it was always about filling a hole that I had. It was about filling an area of my life that was empty. It was about completing something. And now I was consciously saying, hey, I want something to come join me. Not to come complete me, because I'm already whole, I'm already complete. I already have a beautiful life. But I would like someone to share that with. That would be fun. That would be lovely. And funnily enough, I met someone. A couple of months after I said that out loud, I made that statement out loud. I met someone. I met someone completely different. Someone actually calm, grounded, with willingness to make things work, without all the ups and downs, without all the push and pull. Someone constant. And it's been a whole process to get used to that. It's been a whole process to normalize that. Because when you're used to chaos, a healthy dynamic, it might feel boring. It might feel like something is missing, but it's actually your whole pattern trying to come back. But here is the gift. Here is what I really want you to hear today. It's okay to want love. It's okay to say it out loud. It's okay to love, to love relationships, to love being with someone, to love being caring and loving and affectionate. That is amazing. But hear me out when I said your life and the whole dynamics that you are into are going to change completely 100% when you change the perspective that you are getting into it. When you go from I need this to feel whole to I already have a beautiful life. Come join me if you want. And if not, my life is still gonna be amazing. And I found myself saying that a couple of times during this last month with this person. I found myself thinking and really feeling that, you know what, this is lovely, but if this comes to an end for whatever reason, my life is still amazing. My life is still beautiful. A person being there doesn't determine my whole life, doesn't determine my whole happiness. And that's my deepest, biggest desire for all of the women that are watching this right now. That you can be so at home within yourself that anything else becomes an add-on, something fun, something to connect more, to have more connection, more love, more passion, more fun, but not the thing that takes over your whole life. Because then it becomes a need. And that's when we start getting into this pattern, into these unhealthy dynamics that doesn't serve us. So I really hope that if you needed to hear this today, this found you. And if you want to go deeper into this pattern, I'm hosting a free webinar called Why You Keep Staying, Even When You Know Something Feels Off. And I'm gonna be talking in depth about this pattern, about how to actually change it, how to turn into that self-trust. So your life, your whole life feels solid, feels amazing. So you can then be open to love and attract love in a complete different level. I'm gonna leave you the details in the description, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you there.